What's going on, guys? It's HazardousDre here, and welcome to another episode of our FIFA 17 Road to Glory series. Now, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that was able to watch my last Road to Glory episode yesterday. It was gratefully appreciated. Thank you very much. And for everyone that was able to watch that video and support it, like I said, thank you. Now, let's move on to today's episodes. This is the last 4 or 5 matches of this past FUT Champions. And we do start off pretty good. Their auction champion did it. I don't know exactly what that move's called. We did a 1-2 at Conte. Low driven with Oxley Chamberlain to make it 1-0. Now, Oxley Chamberlain has been a very, very good signing for us. I probably would have gotten like Willian if we had the coins, but we didn't. But here's Oxley Chamberlain again. He was wide open. He brought his goalie out, chipped him 2-0. Oxley Chamberlain with 2 goals in 18 minutes. But we move on to some of today's topics. Now, as you guys know, if you guys watched the games, Champions League was yesterday and today. So since I didn't talk about the Champions League from yesterday, I'll bring that in today, and the games that happened today as well. So one of the games that happened yesterday was Manchester City versus Monaco. Now, if you didn't watch that game, Man City won 5-3, so those are a lot of goals in this game. And Monaco actually went up in the game, but then they obviously lost it.
Why you have to be mad?
Now, the first goal, Sané played amazing. He was dribbling through a good amount of players, and then he laid it off. He received it, crossed it into Raheem Sterling to make it 1-0. But the man of the match of this game will be Aguero for Man City, and the man of the match for Monaco is most likely Falcao. He scored 2 goals out of their 3. He should have got 3 goals because his penalty was awful run up. He was trying to go for placement rather than put at least some power into it. He basically passed it to the right hand side, and if he scored that could have changed the game completely. But he didn't, and results are already shown. But after Man City tied it up with Aguero's amazing goal, I think it was kind of like a half volley from a corner, that changed everything. I believe next, it was another corner goal, which was flicked on by Yaya Toure to John Stones to the back post to make it 4-3, and then Sané, I think, was it Sané or Aguero, passed it to, I forgot who scored the last goal, but those are most people that score. But in this game, Man City showed good enough heart to actually come back and fight for the win. They haven't really shown that much heart, like really wanting to come back during this BPL season so far. But since I guess it's the Champions League, it's different. But you want to see that every game if you're a Man City fan. If you're losing, don't give up and come back. You guys were down 2-1 in the second, going into the second half. Pep Guardiola probably gave some really good speech, some inspirational speech at halftime that motivated them. But we obviously don't know. I wish we know. I'll probably use that for myself for inspirational speeches, but I don't. And Monaco could have won this game if Falcao scored that penalty. That penalty, like I said, changed everything. If he made it, Monaco probably would have won, but he didn't. Too late now, we can't say anything about it. So, question, do you guys think Man City should have won that game? It was well deserved? Or did Monaco really outplay them and they shouldn't have at least gotten beaten that much? Now, the other game of the day, or Tuesday, was Bayern Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. Now, I didn't actually see this game, but I saw the highlights, and it was a really good game by looking at the highlights. Honestly, Atletico pretty much, I'm not going to say dominated, but they played very, very well this game. Gamero played amazing. one of the goals were basically he was on his own, going towards goal, but two of the Leverkusen defenders were running back, and they were on his back. He was by himself, and he was smart enough to turn around. He looked up, he saw Griezmann running behind him, gave it off to him, and knowing Griezmann, he finished that. And I think that was to make it 2-1, I believe. So Gameiro probably could be man of the match of this game. Griezmann played amazing, but if you saw the first goal by, I think his name was Sal, it was an amazing goal. On his weak foot, basically on the right side of the 18-yard box, he finessed it with his weak foot, with his left foot, to the top corner, top right-hand corner, or top left-hand corner. That was an amazing goal. Now, before you actually ask yourself, why did I have a bunch of hunters? I will get into that. Kind of like, I found a little trading technique I found out myself, or people probably found out already. I'm not the only one, but I'll get into that with our weekly rewards. And during the weekly rewards is probably one of the best time to start doing this. But back to what I was saying about the Leverkusen Atletico game. Atletico, like I said, played very well, but Leverkusen did not give up. They came back, and I can't remember the game properly, but I'm pretty sure that Chicharito or Javier Hernandez was so close to making it, I think, 3-2, I believe, but Felipe Luis stopped the goal, which could have changed the game if they scored that. And after that, it kind of like changed the flow of the game. Atletico did end up scoring 2 goals, one by Fernando Torres, and I don't remember the last goal. But I'm just gonna be asking you guys a lot about this, or about the games. Who do you think deserved the game? Do you think Atletico should have won it, or do you think Bayern Leverkusen should have won it? Tell me in the comment sections down below. Now, as you guys can see, we have 4 games left, and we only have about an hour and 30 minutes. Now, if you're wondering why is it so, why don't I have that much time left? I actually went out for the weekend over at my friend's house, and I didn't play any games. I played mostly all my games, around like 25 games or 26 games throughout Friday. That is a lot of games that I played. I was trying to get it done so that I can go over his house and not worry about the game. So that's why we have a little amount of time to complete these games, and that's why I'm rushing to finish them. When I got back home, I sat down, got something to eat, and then went straight to the games. So I was not playing. I really wanted to get these games done. But as you guys can see, our opponent just gave up a penalty in the 84th minute. This was huge. If we were made this, we could possibly get back into goal 2. And yes, Martial does convert it to make it 2-1. Now, you might be thinking, HazardousDre, you can't possibly lose from here. It's the 84th minute. Basically just park the bus and do not concede a goal. But you guys will see what actually happens. And right here, if we save this, we get goal 2. But Jack Butlin scored the game-tying goal to put us into extra time. This is the 170th minute. If we score this, we get into goal 2. Musa there, shielding the ball. We got lucky right there. Passes off to Martial. And yes, we end up scoring in the 120th minute. So surprising. He should not have been in this play, in this far in the first place. The feelings that went on. So excited, because sometimes I'm just awful at penalties. I cannot take penalties for my life. Sometimes, at least. But as you guys saw right there, you hit goal 2. And after that, since I only had like 30 minutes, I decided not to play the game because I don't want to deal with the stress. If you want to pause it, it said right there, this is for the next weekend league. So the weekend league coming up right now, you have to have a La Liga team with Bundesliga players in the starting 11 and subs. So if you want, we can have a full La Liga team. If we want, we can have a full Bundesliga team, or we can have a hybrid. Oh, sorry about that. But that's why I'm just showing you guys some players that we kind of have and we might build. At the time, I was thinking that we had to build a hybrid, but I see that you can build like a full Bundesliga or La Liga team. So I need you guys' help. Or give me some players that I can buy, or a team that I can buy for this upcoming weekend league, which costs around, let's say, 35k, or try to keep it between 20k up until 30k, around there, or 35k, because we will get some coins for this weekend league coming up for our rewards, and we can sell some players that we can possibly pack. But I don't want to spend that many coins, and since they changed the rule, or changed the reward system when it comes out, I can't you can't what's the word I'm looking for? Well, just was saying that I don't have that many coins until I get my rewards. So just keep it between 25 or 20k up until 30k if you guys can, and if you can, build me a weekend league team that I need to build. But moving on. Now, the last 2 games of the Champions League this week, there was Porto versus Juventus and Leicester City versus Sevilla. Now, Leicester City versus Sevilla is, I actually watched the last, let's say, I watched last half, so I didn't see the full game. But while I watched the last half, Sevilla pretty much played amazing football. They were basically dominating Leicester City. But Leicester City did end up scoring, but it wasn't enough to win the game. But since it was at Sevilla, they get an away goal because Sevilla scored 2 and Leicester scored 1. So the away goal for Leicester City is extremely important. So all Leicester have to do is score 1 at home and park the bus after if they really want to. That's all they have to do. But Sevilla could do the exact same thing, but Sevilla probably won't do that. They will probably want to get a cushion and probably score a goal or 2. And actually right here, someone listed up one for 200. I don't know why he probably doesn't know about him selling, but I actually snatched him up and I sold him myself, which I made profit on him. So whoever sold that wasn't really smart. But all Leicester have to do is just score 1 goal at home. They're capable of doing that, because Demi Vardy scored today. But with Mahrez, he hasn't been playing as himself recently. He hasn't been the Mahrez I remember from last year. Demi Vardy isn't, but he's scoring goals and actually doing something. Now, I'm not taking shots at Mahrez. It's that we just need to see him back to his self from last year. Now, I don't know if we're going to see that. And there's actually a rumor that I think it was Liverpool are trying or eyeing at Mahrez, but I don't see that happening unless Leicester want to get rid of that, get some money for him. But we'll see. Question as well. Who do you think should have won the game? Do you think Leicester should have won it, or it was deserved for Sevilla to win it? Now, the last game of Champions League was Porto versus Juventus. Now, I just watched the highlights, and basically the highlights were basically just Juventus having a lot of opportunities. The ball hit the post, Higuain just missed, and they end up winning 2-0. Now, as we end off today's video, I'd like to say thank you all for watching. If you could all like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace!